are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They run. Devontae Freeman. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
20. Come on now. Check 99.
And here now it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cam Newton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. It's the quarterback's job just to find the crease and dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. A big play there for the Giants. 62 yards. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Green, 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a look at the defense now. Here's Newton now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Patrick DeMarco now from the fullback spot. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They come out here in the eye. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
3rd down now following the run. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Ooh, with a juke. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to let this one go deep. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Odell Beckham high in the air to bring it in. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
On second down, here's Newton. This is Shepard on the catch. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Newton now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end left, tight end left. Set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Pulled in at the 24. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come out here in the eye, and they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Beckham complete. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down following the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's got time. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And here now come the Falcons. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now it's Freeman, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. On second down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it worked, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They go play action here on 1st down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And Obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They come out here in the eye. Newton. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. That's it.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. Would you work your tight end into it? That's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The play clock's running down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Freeman, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From the 50, Newton to Shepard, complete over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his kick is right through. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A pickup there of 36. And the Giants will be set up with a 1st and goal.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for us.